Because one of the extraordinary things about you, I mean, this growing up with all this trappings of fame and working like you do, one thing that impressed me when I read about you was, in fact, you got 7 A's at GCSE.
Yeah.
Well, you don't go to school, do you, as such?
Well, I half did private tutoring and I half went to school. I mean, education's always been really important to me because I've just got a thirst for learning. I love learning about ancient history and philosophy and all kinds of things like that. And everybody says, well, did you work hard just because you knew the press were going to print your results? And I wanted to do it for myself because if this singing lark doesn't last forever, I want something to fall back on. And I just like being able to say, I'm kind of a clever girl, you know. And I worked hard. I worked really hard for them.
What about university? I mean, are you going to? You've got the. You're obviously, as you said, you like learning. You like taking examinations. You obviously got a gift for passing them. Would you go to university one day?
I really do want to go to university. I'm not sure whether I want to go to in America or here because I love Britain. I mean, I like America, but I just love Britain because it's just home, and I don't know if I could move from here. But I really am considering going to university and either studying clinical psychology or philosophy.
Do you find, you say you love it better here, but do you find that in America you have more privacy, that you are treated differently by the media there, say, than here?
Oh, definitely.
You are.
Because
they're not as concerned about what we've been talking about.
Yeah, the American press are more, they just print about news, not really about gossip. I mean, you only have like the National Enquirer and things like that.
Yes.
So there is more privacy in a kind of media place, but then also because there's like 250 million people, not many people recognise you. Whereas if I'm in Cardiff and there's only like 250,000 people in Cardiff, everybody recognises me and things like that. But in America, I don't really get recognised, so I have quite a lot of privacy there.
And you sang for, was it 2 presidents? You sang for Clinton, didn't you?
Yeah.
President Clinton. And what was he like? You enjoy him?
He was really cool. He was really nice, really talkative, really warm, and just easy to get along with. Because sometimes when you meet really, really important people, you just freeze up. What am I supposed to say to the Pope? You know, it's just like, you have a little talk with your members, so what should we say? A nice day, isn't it? You just don't know what to say to these people because you just think they've got no interest in me whatsoever. You know, they're looking after kind of what Russia's doing or Afghanistan or whatever, and they just don't want to meet me. So it's kind of weird trying to make conversation with them, but he was really easy to get along with. And I mean, President Bush was nice, but he wasn't as comfortable as President Clinton. So President Clinton was my favourite.
And I understand you had a few words of advice from Mr. Blair, for our Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Didn't you point out about your tax to him?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm 16,
right.
I haven't got any right to vote, and I have to pay 40% tax. And I know loads of people in the audience probably will go, well, so you should. But I mean, I don't even have the right to vote. So I just said to him, I think it's really wrong that, you know, people under 18 who don't have the right to vote, who don't have the right to do a lot of things, have to pay tax. And he just kind of went, oh. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, so that was
Politicians are very good at going,
yeah.
Well, what did the Pope say to you when you said the Pope eventually when you met?
Well, I kissed his ring, and all my hair got in my way, of course. And then he just went, la cantante. And I just stood there like, what? Sorry? And apparently he just meant the singer in Italian. So it was an unbelievable experience, though, because, I mean, he was so ill, but he's just such a presence. I mean, whether it's just psychological, whether it's just because he's the Pope and I've been brought up a Catholic, and it was just like, oh, my God. I mean, he's just so serene and holy.
But you're very modest. I think most people would say, who's that bloke with Charlotte Church?
Yeah, no, I doubt it. But that was a brilliant experience, too.